message guidance for you. For those of you who would like to win a free recorded video from me, head on over to the Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo video, or all three. Anyone who comments on those videos is automatically entered to win a recorded video, one of these just for you. Comment one of those three videos, though, and you can enter up to 3 times. I'll announce the winner July 20th. And Cancers, I also do have an upcoming workshop this Saturday. It's small and intimate for 5 people only. If you know you want to work with me one-on-one, just go to kellylunt.com/events to snag your spot. If not, stick around to the end and I'll give you more details. But Cancers, without further ado, here's Spirit's message for you for the month of July. So Cancers, we have a little bit of a dual message for you. We want to kind of clear the air for some of you. This one will not apply to all of you, but for many of you, they did not mean to hurt you. They did not mean to hurt you. What we want to share with you is, it's in the book that Kelly read, Difficult Conversations. There's person A, there's person B. Person A has an intention. They say something, it's communicated. Person B hears it. And person B has an emotional reaction to it. It is so common, and most often most people assume that the emotional reaction they have is the intention of the other person. Maybe you're dating a new guy. He doesn't call the next day. You feel hurt. You assume it was his intention to hurt you. He's an a-hole. He didn't even call me. He didn't even check to see if I got home. Instead, it's, hey, I did feel a little hurt that I didn't hear from you. It would have had you called, it would have provided just a general sense of, oh, he cares. It's that level of vulnerability that we're asking for you out of this month, Cancer. Because the other half of the message that will apply to most of you, you need to keep going, Cancers. You need to keep going. There's no need to be a turtle, duck your head, your feet, and your arms in and just kind of hide. Cancers, you need to keep going. It really is all about, it's about being vulnerable with the expression of your heart. Because many of you think that you've been vulnerable with, well, I went on the date. Well, I made that online profile. Well, I went for the higher paying job. I created the resume. I told my boss I'd like to be considered for the next pay raise. Yes, that's being vulnerable. The next step where true intimacy can come is when I was a little disappointed to find out that I wasn't given the promotion. So I did call this meeting just to sit down and get clear on what would you need to see out of me so that I would be a strong candidate in your mind. Do you see how that's a productive response, a response that will get you to where you want to go? That's what we'll be working on in this workshop this Saturday, to take you from where you're at and to get you to where you want to go, shorten the gap so that it happens sooner. For those of you who can't attend the workshop, know that the more that you can switch your mind, your thoughts to the productive result, I do feel disappointed that I didn't receive a phone call from you. I do feel disappointed that I didn't get the promotion. So I'd like to set aside time to discuss what do you need to see from me so that I get the promotion next time. That will lead to the vulnerable conversation for you to hear the feedback that you need to hear. And with that, we invite Kelly to pull 3 cards and 4 cards down. Interesting. Hey, Jude from Boulder. Welcome to Cancer's Live. Oh, wow. This is really good, guys. Okay, so it kind of looks like a lot of you Cancers kind of want it all. You want the 10 of Raphael. You want the family life. You want this is the kind of, you're happy and content. You have enough money coming in. You have the job that you'd like. You have the friends that you'd like. You have the person that you'd like to be dating. It's kind of like the card that to have it all. And it's about being willing to admit that, just being willing to admit that, I do kind of want all areas of my life to flow. It would be nice if all areas of my life just flowed nicely. So the first step is that we really need to hear, Cancers, is you have to admit it. You have to do a step 1 ask. Because what happens when you have that'd be nice, but that can't happen for someone like me. Or one common example we can give you that many of you will be able to relate to is sometimes, when a woman or a man hit a certain age, from all the talk and conversation of you don't need a man to be happy, honey, or you need to do you first, you need to get your career in order first, for men or women. You've been told that for a while, that now when you hit 30, 40, and you're like, I'd like to settle down, you're unable to admit that because you feel like it's admitting defeat. You feel like it's admitting failure. You feel like it's embarrassing to want that. Or it's if I say I want that, it means I'm not happy right now. And we want to call that hogwash. We want to call it hogwash. We want it to be okay to admit what you want. Be okay to say it, to claim it. Because once you say it and claim it, that is something like to experience. That's what's going to help shorten the gap. That's what's going to help shorten the gap, Cancers. Because it's kind of like once you admit it, you've got the Four of Gabriel followed by the Page of Ariel. So it's kind of like once you admit it, it's like the truth sets you free. If you guys have ever heard that saying, the truth sets you free, Cancer. You're just going to feel better immediately once you sit down and do it. I want to start a business and I want it to be easy. You know what? I do want a husband and children. I do want a wife. I want a good girl. I'm tired of the party girls. Once you admit whatever it is you want, I would like to make more money. I would like to do the same amount of work and receive $25,000 more. Once you admit it, once you do the 10 Raphael, what they just said, you're going to feel so much better. And how you guys know how law of attraction works. Once you say something and you feel better, that's when you get the Page of Ariel. You start getting the action starts coming in for you to get your result. Truth will set you free, Cancers. You just got to admit what you want. And I know what that's like, guys. I've been there. I went through, the example that they gave, the day that I admitted, they're like, oh my God, I'm ready to get married. I was crying and I was releasing it because kind of like there was this desire that I had, right? This desire that I had, and this is an ocean water, okay? When you're trying to push it down, no, I don't need a man. No, I don't need that. You're exerting effort to keep it down. Once I went, you know what? I do want one. Desire bobbed to the surface. That's what Esther calls rocket of desire. When it's bobbing to the surface, I'm no longer exerting that effort to hold it down. So it's kind of like, or if you're looking to lose weight, there's no sense in, I don't admit I lose weight because I'm not saying I'm not happy with the body I have. It can be, you can let go of the thoughts that are you exerting effort to push it down and say, you know what? I would love to lose weight and I love the body that I have right now. I would love to love the body that I have even more now. And it would be nice if it were smaller. It'd be nice if it were easier to get up. It'd be nice if my knees hurt a little bit less. That's a whole level of vulnerability they were talking about in your general message, Cancers. That level of vulnerability to truly express that. That's what's going to set you free, Cancers, for you to start getting it. Hey, Jude. Hey, little miss. Hey, Crit. Hey, Chris. Okay. So from there, once you admit it, you'll get the Four of Gabriel. You're just going to feel better and feel relief. And then you'll get the Page of Ariel. That's where things just kind of roll in. And so here's another good example. I was pushing down, resisting the idea of hiring help in my business. But as you can tell, it's July 12th and I'm getting the videos out now. I clearly need help, but I was resisting it for so long. 2 days ago, I finally just cried and said, hey, you know what? I hit a point where I need help. I need to add someone to my team. But there was a level of vulnerability because it was, the ego. Am I enough? Am I not enough? Am I not doing it right? Am I just not being productive with my time? I kind of let that go. And I admitted what I wanted. And then I just cried a little bit. I felt better. And then I have two people who have naturally, I didn't have to do any work. I was like, all right, I'm ready for a marketing assistant universe. I did the step 1F. That's what they were talking about in this card. From there, someone called me and was like, hey, I do marketing strategy. And I was like, I don't really need marketing strategy. I just need a marketing assistant. They said they'd be open to talk about it. I also was just chatting with another new friend of mine. They're like, you know what? I think I know the perfect girl for you. She's younger, but she's very responsible. And if it sounds like that's all you need, someone who will post when they say they'll post it, I'll get you guys in contact. You see how easy that was for me, guys? The same can happen for you. Okay, because it looks like what's crossing that energy, what's holding you back, Cancers, from admitting that. Okay, it's admitting you need help. It's admitting you need help. So I think for for a lot of us, especially as millennials, but this can apply to any age. So let me keep it age. age neutral. This is about opening up and admitting that you need help for your next step. Because I think for a lot of us, we become very independent, almost like little silos in just in our general kind of society. For those of you who are joining internationally, you might have a different culture there. So let me think of a different way to explain this. It can be very gratifying to accomplish something on your own. I went to college and I paid my way. I worked, I got the degree, and I got this degree at all my own efforts. Or I wanted this event to be a success. I did all the outreach. I did all the digital marketing. I told people about it. I did it all, and look at this great success. That can be very gratifying. Your thoughts create your belief system, create your reality. You have a lot of momentum built up, Cancers, for doing things on your own. But some things like losing weight, it can be easier if you have a workout buddy. It could be easier if you have a personal trainer. Things like a family, you need someone else for that. Things like a promotion at work, you need someone else for that. You need recommendations. You need the team to like you. If you're trying to go from a manager role to a director level role or director to vice president, you're going to need the support of the other managers. You're going to need the support of the other directors. So whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish next, Cancer, involves other people. And it's that streak of independence in you that's holding you back a little bit. I know how scary that is, guys. Oh, we gave you the example of me admitting I need a marketing assistant help. I've needed one for 4 months. So I was in resistance. But once I did, I was like, you know what? My business is great. I love doing it, and I need help. You can say it with a smile. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. Okay, so we're doing the crossed energy. Sometimes you have to admit for this next thing that you want, there are other people involved. Okay. As the other people are involved, the more that you view them on your team, on your side, assume that they want your success too, the smoother it will go. Because I know sometimes when you're new to negotiations, when you're new to just conversing with people, it can feel adversarial. It can feel adversarial when it needs to be a little bit more of, my boss has got my back. He may not have seen something inside of me right now to give me the promotion right now. And I know that he's on my team. He's on my back. He wants me to thrive and be successful. He or she wants me to be successful here because when I'm successful, the company's successful. So I know he or she has my best interest at heart. How can we have this communication in a loving, caring, compassionate way? And hey, yeah, so it didn't happen. That okay, I feel a little bummed, a little hurt. What do we need to do for next time for it to be better? It's that kind of, instead of viewing them as I need to go in there and prove to my boss that I'm worth it. I need to go in there and show him, here's the salaries that other people are being paid. You're underpaying me. Do you see how adversarial that is and how much anger can be in that? Whereas if you just go, yeah, I wanted to call this meeting to just bring up the topic of my salary. I've just been doing some salary market surveys, and I've noticed that, here's the 5 salaries I see being paid for my exact same title within a 10-mile radius of where I'm at. And these are the salaries I noticed. So I wanted to bring this to both of our attentions so that we can see what we can do to close the gap. What do you think about that? And then you just hear their thoughts. That's more of a productive dialogue versus the other one. You guys got it. Okay, so this is more on the emotional side now, because from that, you need to recognize, this is the whole kind of worthiness thing coming up, Cancer. And it's not a matter of, you want to get out of the trap, out of the thought of, oh, I don't have it because I'm clearly not worthy. Oh, I don't have it because I clearly don't have the thought of it. It's just you know what? I know this beautiful thing is coming into my life no matter what. This is just one of the opportunities that can present it to me. If it's not the one, I know it's coming no matter what. Even though I may not feel right here, right now, that it's something that someone like me could have, that's okay. I love myself for being where I'm at, and I love knowing that I have an inner being, an internal guidance system, and an inner being, an inner guardian angel, an internal spirit guide that resides within me that knows how to make it happen. And I look forward to the journey of getting there. You guys don't have to do years and years of worthiness work, years and years of affirmations, just knowing that I'm going to naturally keep feeling better and better about this every day. And I'm naturally going to know that this is coming into my life. This may or may not be the way it comes into my life, and that's okay. Because you are being intuitively guided right now, Cancers. So the more that you kind of make peace with where you're at and let go of the situation, so you can like do a third person, view it as if it was your friend going through the situation. Detach your emotions that way. That way you honor your emotions. This is how I feel, da 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 da. And this is the action I want to take. Because your internal guidance system is trying to guide you right now, Cancer. If you guys need help hearing that, definitely make sure to come to my workshop this Saturday. It's 5-person people only. It's under 200, 2 full hours. So everyone gets 20 to 30 minutes in the hot seat with me and Spirit to help you more clearly hear yourself, so you can close the gap from where you are to where you want to be much quicker. So we already did worthiness. We already did the divine guidance is going to guide you to that. It might be going to a random party. It might be preparing a resume. It might be going to a juice show. You know, like one guy, there was a guy in town in particular, and this is what it's about, that, you know, he kind of had a high status in terms of his career. So at first I was like, he wouldn't go for a girl like me. And then I went, oh, wait, I'm interested in that guy. If he's interested in me, I would love to bump into him again, Spirit. Do you see how that correlates everything that was said earlier? If he's interested, I'd love to meet him more. My guidance system guided me to a restaurant that I love. He happened to be there. He asked for my number. Your guidance system might take you to a cafe for you to meet someone to go on a date with. Your guidance system might have you go to a party and you'll bump into someone who's hiring exactly for something that you want. The more that you can let go of the ego mind that's running thoughts, the more that you'll be able to hear your own internal guidance system. So Cancers, you got to allow some help in. You got to know that you can have what you want, that it's safe to want what you want, that it's okay to want it, and that you're on the journey to allowing it into your life. So for those of you who are still watching, if you go to my website, kellylunt.com/events, and I think I have it in the description of the video as well, I'm hosting a 5-person only, super limited, super special, super intimate workshop where everyone will get to be in the hot seat with me. You get 20 to 30 minutes. So it's you with your particular question and energetic needs, along with the whole group propelling you forward. So it's you kind of in your soul tribe, your soul sisters, your soul brothers, you guys as a 5, taking that leap in your next life, just taking that jump to the next step in your life. You want to go from here to here, and we're going to shorten the gap. No blocks, no stagnation. We're going to release those and call in the new energy so that you go forward now. If you guys want to be there, kellylunt.com/events.